Hi guys, and welcome to Braid School. Here every Monday we come together to demo and discuss braid techniques, tools and products, and protective styling trends. Basically all things braid related. If you're new to class, I'm Vandy, your instructor, and tonight we are discussing faux locks. This style has actually been around for quite a while, but over the years they've gotten, well, a little bit messier. There's a million ways to achieve this look, but I'm only going to cover 5 basic install methods, along with how to remove them. So make sure you grab your notes, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. Everyone, welcome back to the show. Sheila, hey girl, where you been? Probably in quarantine like the rest of us. To start each lock, I need to start with a base. So I'm going to begin by sectioning off her hair and braiding down each section. The first method I'm going to show you is the original old school way, using good old-fashioned Marley hair. It usually doesn't matter what kind you use, but I have found over the years, the thicker and kinkier the better. Brands like Freetress Cuban Twist is a good example, and the brand I'm using today is by Sensational. What I've done here is pulled off a piece of Marley hair and began braiding it into the section, much like starting a box braid. Doing this step is going to create the foundation of the lock, which you will then wrap later. So you can make this as small or as thick as you want. This is also a good time to establish what length you want as well. When wrapping from the root, I'm going to fold another piece of Marley hair in half and grip one half with the braid at the root, leaving the other half loose. Using my thumb as a guide, I'm going to begin wrapping the loose piece in whatever direction is comfortable for me. I want to wrap the root around about 4 to 5 times before I start moving down the lock. Grip and tension is very important in this step. If your wrapping is loose at any point, the lock will unravel over time. So it's also very important to overlap the wrap as you go down. This is how you get that clean, neat lock effect. To help with overlapping, I'm also doing something I like to call casting the net, where I am spreading the hair open to create kind of like a net to wrap as I move down. When I get closer to the end of the piece I'm wrapping with, I'm going to add it back to my thumb and then grab the next longer piece and begin wrapping with that. I'm going to keep repeating these steps until I get to the desired length I want. At the end, I'm going to take a small piece and tie a knot at the end, and then wrap the end upward until I can't wrap anything else anymore. For added security, I'm going to add a drop of nail glue to ensure it does not unravel. I'm going to snip the excess amount at the bottom because I don't want it to be too bulky. And then I'm going to burn the ends just to make it look nice, round, and even. And there you have it, a solid old school lock. The Marley hair makes them very stiff, so dipping them in hot water will help loosen them up a bit. But keep in mind, this process can take up to about 10 bags of Marley hair, which can become very, very heavy. The second method will achieve the exact same look as the first one, but this is for those of you who struggle with grip. For this lock, I'm not going to braid in hair into the base. I'm just going to crochet the hair at the root and begin wrapping. This method not only saves a little bit of time, but the tension at the root can be adjusted without worrying about the hair unraveling. Moving on to method number 3, I have here some crochet locks. When doing individual crochet locks, texture is key. I'm going to take one of the locks and crochet it at the base. I know a lot of people like to unravel the lock and rewrap it around the hair, which is perfectly fine, but I found that unwrapping the hair can be time consuming and can kind of destroy the direction of the curl and how tight the grip is on the hair. So if you don't even wrap it in the right direction, it will really look kind of weird. It can also be kind of difficult to hide the braid at the root. So what I like to do instead is to pull the braid through the loop to lock it into place. Then taking my crochet hook, I'm going to feed it through the inside of the lock. One key tip is if the hair isn't textured enough, the braid has nothing to grip to and it will eventually slip out. So picking out the right texture hair is very important if you want to do this method. If the hair is like real shiny and silky and loose, do not do that for this method because the hair will slip out. If you would like a more detailed look at individual crochet locks, check out this video right here. So far, all 3 locks look fairly uniform, but you may notice the crochet lock does have a knot at the root. This usually looks better over time, but if you aren't a big fan, just grab a piece of marley hair and wrap the knot to cover it, and then just secure the ends with nail glue. Large knots typically occur with softer, looser hair. So for a better looking root, the best type of hair to get is a tighter, curled type of hair. One example would be the Bobby Boss New Locks or these locks here by Freetress. As you can see, side by side comparison, the drastic difference in texture. I'll be using the textured lock for method number 4. This method is probably the easiest because we're going to get a little messy and create a whole lot more texture. After attaching the lock like I did in method number 3, instead of pulling the braid through, I'm going to simply just wrap the braid with the lock using some tightly curled crochet hair. The hair I'm using today is spring twist hair, but this can also be achieved with water wave hair or bohemian curled hair. Any tight curl pattern you can pull apart will work for this look. If you get to the end and don't have enough hair to cover it, grab another piece of hair and using the grip method, start a few inches up from where you left off, wrap upward and then back downward. Once you reach the end, secure it with nail glue and palm roll it. Methods number 3 and 4 have increased in popularity over the years. They have the most natural look compared to the others, they last much longer and are much more softer and lighter and provide a lot more flexibility for styling. But some folks want them even softer and lighter. So for lock number 5, we're going to spice it up by adding some curly ends for a goddess look. And then we're only just going to wrap it with the soft curly hair. We're not going to add anything else to it, nothing bulky, nothing heavier. We're just going to wrap the natural hair with the curly hair. Now that we've got everything installed, let's take a quick look at how to remove them. It's pretty simple. You're really just searching for the braid and snipping off any wrapped hair. So for the soft lock, I'm just gonna grab any soft hair from the root, snip it, and then pull it off. If you're running into the glued part at the end, just cut that piece off. There shouldn't be any natural hair at the end of that piece because we did do the goddess look for this one. Same thing goes for lock number 4. I'm just going to pull the soft hair, expose the braid so that I can see it, snip it, and then slide it off. And then I'm going to snip the crochet lock off as well. That would be the easiest way to do it. You could pull it out and try to save it, but ain't nobody got time for that. Same thing goes for the individual crochet lock. You could try to pull it out. This one was fairly easy, and as you can see, the braid just kind of slips out. If it doesn't work, just cut it off. And then for the 2 basic locks, you just unravel the braid and pull the wrapped hair off. And that is it, my friends. If you learned something in today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and comment below which of these methods do you think will work best for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.